Dear Brother Justice Biswanath Rath, my esteemed colleagues on the bench, Sri Ashok Kumar Parija, Learned Advocate General Orissa, Sri P.K. Pari, Deputy Solicitor General for High Court of Orissa, Sri Dharnidhar Naik, Learned President and Office Bearers of the Orissa High Court Bar Association, Learned Senior Advocates, and members of the legal fraternity, members of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon to all. As you all know, we have assembled here to bid farewell to one of our dear colleagues, Sri Justice Biswanath Rath, upon his superannuation. After completion of his memorable career of more than 9 years being a judge of this High Court. Justice Rath is son of Sri Bipin Bihari Rath, an illustrious lawyer and a freedom fighter. His mother, Srimati Hemavati Rath, he was born on 7th September 1961. He completed his matriculation from the Ravenshaw Collegiate School, Cuttack, and after graduating himself from Utkal University, Bhubaneswar, he prosecuted LLB in MS Law College, Cuttack, and after obtaining the LLB degree, he enrolled himself as an advocate in the year 1985 and started practicing under the able guidance of his father, Sri Bipin Bihari Rath, senior advocate and eminent jurist. He was practicing in almost all branches of law: civil, criminal, constitutional, service, labor, company, election, right to information, land acquisition, etc. in the High Court of Orissa, civil courts, industrial tribunals, Central Administrative Tribunal, State Administrative Tribunal, Press Council of India, Provident Fund Tribunal, State and National Consumer Fora. He was also conducting cases for various important organizations, such as Sri Jagannath Temple Management Committee, Puri, National Aluminium Company, Steel Authority of India, Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, Hydropower Corporation Limited, Orissa Agro Industries Corporation, Orissa State Cooperative Bank, Noyagod Central Cooperative Bank, Food Corporation of India, Nilachal Ispat Nigam, NABARD, Punjab National Bank, Central Bank of India, Birla Tyres Company, Voltas Company, Orissa Mineral Development Company Limited, Orissa Drugs and Chemicals Limited, State Information Commission, and many other central and state level public sector undertakings. I must share with you, all of you, that Justice Biswanath Rath has been a judge of this court from 2nd July 2014. And for a little over 9 years period, he has made important contributions to this institution, not only in the judicial side, but also in the administrative side of this court. He has endeared himself to the bar and to his colleagues as a responsible judge who is very sober and calm in his approach and pleasing in his demeanor. Justice Rath, in his judicial side, has passed a lot of excellent judgments and orders, out of which some of the important judgments are Jagdeep Pratap Deo versus Honorable Governor of Orissa, which was delivered on 28th of February 2023, wherein the petitioner who was a resident of the Sundargarh Assembly constituency filed a writ petition challenging the rejection of his complaint by the Honorable Governor of Orissa. The petitioner filed a complaint before the governor to disqualify the MLA from holding the post of MLA, as she was holding office of profit when she filed her nomination papers for the election in the year 1919. Justice Rath dismissed the writ petition by imposing Rs 15,000 as cost on the petitioner to be paid to the opposite party MLA, by observing that complaint before the governor was not maintainable, as Kusum Tite, the concerned lady, was not holding any post while filing nomination to contest the assembly election. Further, there has been creation of unnecessary litigation forcing Kusum Tite to fight such illegal litigation and lending in litigation expenses. Likewise, Justice Rath has delivered various important judgments in matrimonial cases. One of them is Taposhini Das versus Santosh Kumar Swain. He has also delivered a remarkable judgment with regard to illegal termination of pregnancy in Runa Mathi versus State of Orissa, which was delivered on 23rd September 2020, wherein he refused the termination of pregnancy of a mentally challenged rape survivor. In that case, upon untimely symptoms and a scrutiny of her daughter, the mother realized that her daughter was raped, and as a result, she was pregnant. The mother, when confronted, the accused was threatened. The mother of the victim stated that her major daughter was mentally retarded and physically handicapped. Thus, he filed a writ petition for terminating the pregnancy of her unmarried, physically challenged, and mentally retarded daughter under the provisions of the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971. The Medical Termination of Pregnancy Rules 2003 and the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Regulations 2003. Upon receiving the suggestions of the doctor, the court refused to termination of pregnancy of the rape survivor. The court found that the termination of pregnancy post 24 weeks would endanger the life of the victim. The court, while declining termination of pregnancy, observed that the pregnancy on victim is forced one, and it being contrary to her choice, the victim has been forced not only to carry out unwanted pregnancy, but is also forced to give birth to the child against her will. No doubt she will carry a stigma and humiliation for the rest part of life for the offspring born as a result of ghastly recurrence of rape committed on her, along with stigma and humiliation on the child. And in case it is a female child looking into the complex society, it is still worse. The court further directed the state government that taking into account the medical and financial conditions of the victim, utmost care must be taken of the victim during the continuation of the pregnancy and even after the delivery. Looking at the mental and physical condition of the victim, a periodical checkup should be done by a psychiatrist expert. The medical, medicinal, and transport expenses of the victim and her mother during treatment, if any, shall be the responsibility of the district administration. The entire education of the child will be the responsibility of the state. The child to be born will be provided with appropriate nutrition and treatment, if any. In that case, Justice Rath also issued many general instructions to be followed in future as well. In case the victim is major and handicapped, then the consent of the victim is needed for termination. And if the victim is major but retarded, then the consent of the victim's mother is required. If the victim family is interested in aborting the pregnancy, then the Chief District Medical Officer is required to do so in accordance with the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971. It was observed that if no interest of termination is shown, then the police, along with the Chief District Medical Officer, is liable to take care of the mother and the child pre-birth and post-birth for 1 year. The same instruction is to be followed for unmarried major victim. Justice Rath, during his tenure as a judge, has disputed around 75,794 cases in the single bench, and in the division bench, he has disposed of 3,708 cases. In the administrative side, also Justice Rath has been a good support to the institution. He was a chairman and member of various important administrative committees, including the SCMS Committee, Appeal Committee for District Courts, Disposal Review Committee, Mediation Monitoring Committee, and other important committees of the court like Review Committee, Standing Committee, etc. His vast experience in the bar has stood him well in his tenure as a judge. The duty of the court is to do justice while exhibiting fairness, respect, and dignity to the people who come before it. A judge is the fulcrum on which our entire justice system balances, which in turn is the cornerstone of democratic nation. Brother Justice Rath has tried to render all possible assistance to the institution in discharging his constitutional obligation. Justice Rath shall be remembered for his positive support in all court-related activities, as all he has did with extreme dexterity. Justice Rath, though, is going to leave this court upon attending the superannuation as a normal course for everyone, but we hope that he will be with us with all positive spirit. My colleagues, and I wish him a long, healthy life with peace, happiness, and fulfillment of all of his dreams and desires. At the end, I would like to say, Brother Justice Rath, that there is no goodbye for us. Wherever you are, you'll be always be in our hearts. Thank you.
My Lord Honorable the Chief Justice, my Lord's companion judges, members of the registry, the Deputy Solicitor General of India, Sri Prasanna Kumar Padi, the President of the High Court Bar Association, Sri Dharanidhar Naik, respected senior members of the bar, and my junior colleagues. I stand before you today with a deep sense of gratitude and respect as we gather to bid farewell to Justice Biswanath Rath after almost close to 10 years of distinguished service on the bench. His absence will be sorely felt both by the bar and his brothers and sister judges alike. However, it is indeed a mixed bag of emotions that I am carrying today. At one hand, we are to bid adieu to Justice Rath, and on the other, we are delighted to welcome Justice Shivasankar Misra and Justice Ananta Chandra Behera, who have been formally inducted as judges of this esteemed court. Justice Rath was sworn in as a judge of this court on 2nd of July 2014. Within a short span of time, Justice Rath became very revered within the bar, a status he enjoys till date. His wisdom in interpreting the law, his impartiality in rendering judgments, and his unwavering commitment to upholding justice has earned him not only respect but also admiration of his peers, colleagues, and the wider community. Prior to his elevation as a judge, Justice Rath had a flourishing practice in commercial law, election law, criminal law, and service law. Justice Rath's diligence and expertise is something the younger members of the bar must imbibe. His tireless work ethic is evident in his deep familiarity with every case file. With a thorough understanding of the law and meticulous attention to detail, his judgments ensure that justice is served with precision and fairness. Justice Rath has always been acknowledged for being encouraging and giving a platform to the younger members of the bar. He is also known to be a hardworking judge who patiently hears all arguments, which reflects in his landmark judgments. No counsel can ever state that they had not been heard comprehensively by a bench of which Justice Rath was a part. From very early on in his career, he has been known to be bold in his opinions, reflecting his strength of character and dedication to the pursuit of justice. This has also resulted in deep admiration, abounding affection, and respect from the members of the bar. Justice Rath's everyday demeanor showcased the principles for which he conducted himself as a judge. During this time on the bench, Justice Rath heard many cases which were in public eye and subject to incessant media debates. He adjudicated those cases completely uninfluenced by what was happening outside the courtroom, strictly in accordance with law and facts. His ethical conduct in such cases has been noteworthy. While appearing before Justice Rath has always been satisfying experience, merely observing his court proceedings in itself is enlightening, as he often expressed and shared his personal experiences and views for the benefit of the younger advocates. Honorable Justice Rath effortlessly balanced compassion and empathy and sound judgment and knowledge of the law. With his legal writing skills, he has delivered judgments that are invaluable and etched in legal jurisprudence for posterity. Apart from being an erudite jurist, Justice Rath had also sojourned into the field of Odia literature. Recently, Justice Rath published his book, Anuchinta O Sradhanjali. Justice Rath's retirement is a new beginning toward his enrichment of Odia literature. As we celebrate his career at the bar, we extend our warmest wishes for a retirement filled with well-deserved relaxation and fulfillment. Justice Rath's legacy will forever shine brightly, and his contributions to the legal system will continue to inspire generations of legal professionals. May this new chapter be as rewarding and enriching as the one he has concluded, leaving a legacy that will be forever be cherished. As Honorable Justice Rath embarks on this new phase of life, we bid him a fond farewell with the hope that his expertise and passion for law continues to contribute to the legal committee in whichever role he chooses to assume in this upcoming chapter of his life. I hope Justice Rath experiences abundant happiness and enjoys excellent health in the future. Furthermore, I am confident that his unwavering determination will continue to lead to even more remarkable achievements in the future.
My Lord Justice Kalpata, Honorable Chief Justice of this High Court and Honorable Justice of the Honorable Court, Sri Ashok Kumar Parija, and Advocate General and Registry of the Honorable Court, Office Bearers of the High Court Bar Association, and Senior Advocates, brothers and sisters of my fraternity, and the President, Secretary, Vice President, and other office bearers of this High Court. We are gathered here today to celebrate the retirement of Honorable Justice Biswanath Rath, a distinguished judge of the Honorable High Court of Orissa. Honorable Justice Rath was born on September 7, 1961 at Cuttack, Odisha. He is a son of late Sri Bipin B. Rath, senior advocate and great freedom fighter and social activist. He studied law in MS Law College. He was enrolled as an advocate in the High Court of Orissa in 1985 and practiced law for over 30 years. He was known as his experience in the wide range of legal matters. He also served as a special counsel to the state of Odisha in the High Court of Madhya Pradesh and single-handedly handled the cases at the Supreme Court of India. In 2014, Mr. Rath was elevated to the Judgeship of Orissa High Court. He served with a distinction for the past 9 years, dispensing justice with fairness and impartiality. He is a role model for lawyers and judges, and his retirement is a great loss to all the legal fraternity. Justice Rath is a man of many talents. He is a brilliant lawyer as well as a wise judge. He is also kind and compassionate, who is always willing to help my brothers and sisters of the legal fraternity. I have had the privilege of knowing Mr. Rath for many years, and I have always been impressed by his intelligence, integrity, and dedication. He is a true gentleman and a credit to the legal profession. Justice Rath is a man who has made a real difference in the world. He has helped to uphold the rule of law and has made a positive impact on the lives of many people. He is a true inspiration, and I am honored to have known him. On behalf of all of us, and on behalf of all our central government councils, and behalf of all of our brothers and sisters, I would like to thank Mr. Justice Rath for his dedicated service to the judiciary. We wish him a happy and healthy retirement. Jai Jagannath.
My Lord Honorable Chief Justice Subhashish Tarapatra and Honorable Judges, Mr. Ashok Kumar Parija, Senior Advocate, Learned Advocate General of the State, Mr. Prasanna Kumar Padi, Learned Deputy Solicitor General of India for the High Court of Orissa, Learned Government Advocate, law officers of the Advocate General Office, officers of the Registry, the Vice President Vidyadhar Pradhan, and the other office bearers of the High Court Bar Association, learned senior advocates, and learned members of the bar and members of the registry. This is a very emotional moment as we have gathered here today to bid farewell to Honorable Sri Justice Biswanath Rath. Your Lordship has served the citizens of our nations in the capacity of the Honorable Justice of the High Court of Orissa for more than 9 years after being elevated on 2/7/2014. Your Lordship was born on 7/9/1961. Your family of retired to reputed lawyers and has completed matriculation from Revensa Collegiate School, Cuttack. Your Lordship then completed intermediate and graduation from Utkal University and secured LLB degree from MS Law College, Cuttack. Your Lordship enrolled as an advocate in the High Court of Orissa in the year 1985, practiced under the guidance of your father, freedom fighter, late Bipin Bihari Rath, LLD, senior advocate, who was an eminent jurist and former president of the High Court Bar Associations and an active and unchallenged leader of the bar. In your short span of advocacy, due to your sharp wit and hard work, your Lordship was empaneled with Sri Jagannath Temple Managing Committee, Puri National Aluminium Company, SAIL, Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, Hydropower Corporation Limited, Odisha, Agro Industries Corporation, Odisha, Odisha State Cooperative Bank, Noyagarh, Central Cooperative Bank, Food Corporation of India, Nilachal Ispat Nigam Limited, NABARD, Punjab National Bank, Central Bank of India, Birla Tyres Company, Voltas Company, Odisha Minerals Development Company Limited, Odisha Drugs and Chemicals Limited, State Information Commission, and many other central, state, public sector undertakings. Besides the above corporate body houses, your lordship has flourishing private practice in various areas of law. Your lordship had also exceptionally extended your place of practice to subordinate civil courts, GC, CGIT, Industrial Tribunal, CAT, SAT, Press Council of India, Provident Fund Tribunal, State and National Consumer Forum. Besides the above, your lordship was working as a special counsel for the state of Odisha in the High Court of Madhya Pradesh at Jabalpur, and was also single-handedly handling cases at the Supreme Court of India, New Delhi. Your lordship has given a number of landmark judgments, as rightly mentioned by my lord, the Honorable Chief Justice. As a respected judge of this honorable court, your lordship has always been bold and upright, has never shied away from calling a spade, and has always ensured speedy and effective disposal of cases. Your lordship's judgments are relief oriented towards the common litigants. Your lordships will always be remembered for the judgments that are not only tried in law, but also carry a great social impact. Even after your lordship's elevation, your lordship has always been lawyers friendly. Your lordships has indeed been a worthy son of the worthy father. Your lordship's retirement is a huge loss to the members of the bar. I, on behalf of the High Court Bar Association, wish your lordships a happy, healthy, and prosperous post-retirement life. With these words, I take leave of your lordship.
Honorable Chief Justice, Sri Talpatra Sir, my respected colleagues, brother judges and sister judges, the Learned Advocate General, Sri Ashok Parija, Sri Padi, Learned Deputy Solicitor General, Sri Dhandir Naik, President, Bar Association and his executives, the registry, all my dear lawyer friends available here. This is virtually, I have come to far end of my career, and this is virtually a thank-giving speech of mine. So first of all, I must thank the Almighty, my parents, my well-wishers in the legal fraternity and outside for the blessing to me to achieve this post. I must thank the former Chief Justices, Honorable Justice A.K. Goel, Honorable Justice Sri Gopal Gowda, Honorable Justice Sri Anand Patnaik, and the then collegium members for their reposing confidence and finding me deserving for the post and even making it possible. I pray the Almighty for their well-being. I completed my journey as an advocate for 29 years. My journey of 9 years, 2 months, and 4 days as a judge has a number of contributions, and I must confess, unless all your cooperation, I could not have achieved the disposal of nearly 80,000 cases during my tenure, including 12,050 judgments, 340 reported and 900 odd unreported to my credit. And I must express my gratitude to all of them in this farewell movement. In my career, I have got love, affection, encouragement by many, and this is the reality. I must thank each such contributor on this momentous occasion. All my Chief Justices, right from Acting Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Pradeep Mahanti, Honorable Sri Justice Amitabh Roy, Honorable Sri Justice D.S. Baghela, Honorable Justice Sri Bini Saran, Honorable Justice Sri K.S. Javeri, Honorable Justice Sri M. Rafiq, Honorable Justice Dr. S. Mullidhar, and lastly, my Chief Justice, Honorable Justice S. Talpatra. All of them considered me in high esteem and accordingly gave me assignments. And I confess there is no assignment which I have not handled in my career as a judge. I thank my senior bench partners like Justice Pradeep Mahanti, Justice Vinod Prasad, Justice Indrajit Mahanti, then the then Chief Justice, Justice Waghela, and Chief Justice M. Rafiq, all of them have given me enormous courage in strengthening me in my judicial side, and then my junior partners in the division bench, Justice M.S. Sahu, for whose assistance I could sail my division bench career smoothly. I must thank Justice M.S. Sahu for his kindness, judgment acumen, and sobriety. I also got a lot of encouragements from Justice Sanju Panda, Justice Subhash Parija, Justice B.P. Roy, Justice B.N. Mahapatra, Justice B.K. Patel, Justice Raghuveer Das, Justice B.K. Naik, Justice Sanjay Mishra, Justice C.R. Das, Dr. Justice A.K. Ratha, Justice Biswajit Mahanti, Dr. Justice B.R. Sarangi, Justice Devavata Das, Justice S. Pujari, Justice Sujit Narayan Prasad, Dr. Justice D.P. Chaudhary, Justice J.P. Das, Dr. Justice A.K. Mishra, all with whom I got deeply associated in my long career, learned many things from each of them. I thank each of them for their contribution in my reaching this stage. I must also thank Honorable the Chief Justice, Justice Subhash Talpatra, Dr. Justice B.R. Sarangi, Dr. Justice Arindam Sinha, Justice D. Das, Justice S.K. Sahu, Justice K.R. Mahapatra, Justice B.P. Rautre, Justice S.K. Panigrahi, Justice Savitri Ratha, Justice M.S. Sahu, Justice R.K. Patnaik, Justice Sasikant Mishra, Justice Aditya Kumar Mahapatra, Justice B. Narsingh, Justice B.P. Satpathy, Justice M.S. Raman, Justice Sanjay Kumar Mishra, Justice Gauri Satpathy, Justice Chitara Chandan Das, for their being compassion towards me and giving me lovable affection all through in my career with them. I wish good luck and prosperity in each of them. I congratulate Justice Shiv Kumar Mishra and Justice Anand Chandra Behera on their joining today as judges of High Court. I must thank the Advocate General in my tenure, Sri Ashok Mahanti, Sri Surya Prasad Mishra, Sri Ashok Parija, for their erudite arguments and giving me good law officer support. I particularly give my credit to the team of law officers, Mr. S. Ghosh, Mr. S.P. Panda, Mr. U.K. Sahu, Mr. Sonok Mishra, Mr. Prem Patnaik, who has, of course, suffered death in the meantime, Mr. R.K. Samal, Mr. Devashish Mahapatra, the Standing Counsel for School and Mass. My special thanks to Sri Ashok Parija, the Advocate General, for his constant care and cooperation in Court number 22. Mr. Gopal Agrawal, Standing Counsel for Enforcement Directorate and Election Commission, and Mr. P.K. Pari, Deputy Solicitor General of India, and his team for their able assistance in the conducting of the cases at different levels. I must thank all the senior advocates appeared before me and strengthened me in all branches I have handled. Maybe I am the luckiest to get hearing of almost all senior advocates, even the senior advocates presently designated in this court, for my getting scope to deal all variety of cases. I also thank my registry for their effort in making my life during such long tenure comfortable and easy. My heartfelt thanks to Sri Dipti Kanungo, Sri Shayakant Das, former DR Protocol, Sri Devashish Mahanti, present DR, existing DR Protocol, Sri Soumya Saurabh, Sri Ashish Kumar Sahu, former Assistant Registrar Administration, Sri Jitendra Das, present Assistant Registrar Administration, who have even attended my calls in the odd hours. I must thank all the Deputy Registrar Judicial function in my career for their enormous cooperation and timely complying in the listing of matters as per my instruction and making me able to close number of old cases in various assignments. I must thank my secretarial staff, Mr. Sushil Kumar Swain, Manoj Kumar Raut, Ayaskanta Janna, Swarna Prabha Das, Utkalika Naik, my court master, Kesab Chandra Raut, two research assistants, Mrs. Saranya Pati and Mr. Dipti Shankar Kaurav, my court peon, Mr. Chavi Pal, my Jamadar, Mr. Padma Nidhi Biswal. Without their cooperation, I might not have attended such great level of disposal. I thank each of them. God bless all of them. I must also thank my accounts and LTC staff here for my smooth running in the financial side as well as touring side also. I must also thank my residential staff, my drivers Sanatan Naik, PSO PK Sahu, my three home guards Satyavrata Janna, Ajit Kumar Gochi, Deepak Kumar Sahu, my cook Saranga and Panigrei, housekeeping staff Santosh Labo and Tilochana for their wonderful service, who have all given so much attention to my day-to-day life. Mali John for creating for me an wonderful rooftop garden and keeping me environmentally fit, so that I was not getting any way affected in my working. I thank each of them. My sincere thanks to my housekeeping staff, even Babu, for his wonderful service to me. Finally, for the young council, I have few words. Days are gone when a junior council for becoming an independent council was taking almost 5 to 8 years working under a senior, but nowadays it is seen a junior council straightway becomes an independent council. It's my sincere request to all such councils, they must spend at least 2 years' time to get them acquainted, properly trained, and should be careful in filing fit cases brought to the High Court. Secondly, with improvement in the system of e-filing and VC argument, young counsel must get such technical nagging to find their place in such situation and should endeavor on this. Few words for the senior counsels. Yes, with the system development, there is nowadays filing of cases in case synopsis with some nomenclature as dates act. It's not sufficient to my view. They should, not in all cases, but in many cases, I find this is not sufficient. They should ask their associates to prepare case synopsis with support of case laws even at the threshold itself, so that there is easy convincing at the time of admission and less effort at the time of hearing, as there may be only an objection in the same. My endeavor was always to make my institution a glorious one. In the process of delivery of justice, my endeavor was always to inspire my lawyer friends to always better prepare in case matters, and in the process, I might have hurt some lawyers at times. It is never intentional, and I hope my lawyer friends must forgive me if I have ever hurt any of them at any time in my long 9 years tenure. With a heavy heart, I may claim that I have worked without fear and favor. I never felt disturbed even in spite of some attempts there in my life. My journey had a great intention to see junior counsel toiled hard and senior counsel remain cooperative. Finally, my best wishes to my dear lawyer friends, so also to my sister and brother judges who have all gathered here. I need all their good wishes in my further innings. I am to play there. Long live Odisha High Court. Jai Jagan.